Hello guys, welcome back. So let's try out this new phone. This is the Redmi Y2 and it has 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of memory. It is a low range smartphone, low entry smartphone. So let's create a new world to test this phone. So it have a 60 Hz display Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset of 600. I don't know the correct name, but I'll write it in the as a text. Then it has, as I said, 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of ROM. And now we have created this world. It will take some while to load, and as you could see, we have like 60 FPS, and yeah, the CPU is at 50% usage. This might take some while. I'll speed up this video. So it is like really slow. I think it took like 1 to 2 minutes. So I have a lot. So the FPS is like 50. It's nice for a phone like this. Let's turn on the FPS counter. Then loading. Okay, it has loaded. So let's click on FPS meter. Then turn on FPS meter. Now on the term we could see the FPS, it is now 59. Now let's go back to Minecraft. Let's lag spike. Don't think this FPS meter is telling the truth, but on the top it is saying 14 FPS, but the FPS meter is showing 59. So the true FPS is 56. That's a lie. Don't install that app, guys. So let's come to a place like here. Now let's increase almost all the settings. Let's go to like video touch, but before I had that I want to do some setting changes like camera perspective and pick block button. Okay, now let's change settings like smooth render distance and smooth lighting high on and render clouds. Now I think that's all. Now let's join back to Minecraft and see how well it handles. So now I have like 48 FPS, not bad for a phone like this. Also this phone is like 8,000 rupees. Now let's get some TNT and flint and steel. The touch is a bit annoying, like when I touch the input is a bit like, I don't know how to say that, but there's some touch issues. So let's place this TNT and I can't like and I want to go settings video. I don't think this handles TNT that much, so I'm going to lower this settings. Smooth lighting could be on. Also I used a keyboard and mouse, and the only problem is I can Click on middle click means big block and right click. They both exit from the app, so I have to remain the keybind. So we are getting like not even as we got 48 to 40 fps. I mean, that's not a huge problem. This is playable, but sometimes there is a lag spike. I can click the camera plus T button, guys. Touch isn't working. When I click the camera, it is going to emotes. Okay. One more time I have to click that. Okay. Now this isn't a very bad phone. I mean, the Redmi Y2 isn't that bad. It is playable, but it is outdated, a 32-bit phone, and also this phone will be outdated in a few years. And also I am going to build something big, so just wait and see. So I built this not that big, but I managed to do it in this phone. It is hard to play on this phone. The touch is a bit non-responsive, but if you buying a brand new one, it would be better. So let's light the steam tea. Now we are 45 fps, 40 fps, 31, 29, 25, 26. So it was like 1 fps on smooth, like 24 is the smoothest fps. So that's all. So this is the Redmi Y2. So there's a fingerprint scanner, face ID, and also a normal lock. So it's kind of smooth. Have a Snapdragon chip. Also I realized, can you see this, the IR light? This is invisible on the normal human eye. So you have like CPU and GPU info. CPU is at this moment temperature and 100% use. This is a Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset, 8 cores, and CPU frequency 652 GHz to 2016 megahertz or gigahertz, I don't know. CPU type 32-bit, GPU info, Qualcomm, and integrated graphics, Snapdragon's integrated. Vulkan support is also enabled, and it's on this OpenGL version. Now looking at the specs. So it has like 32 GB full memory, and it is 10 GB occupied. So it is a Redmi Y2, 3 GB RAM, octa-core max 2 GHz, Android version 9 PK, I don't know. So you could also get the 4 GB RAM and for 64 GB version. So it is like 8,000 rupees, and I think in USDC it is 80 or $80. So I have like 2 camera. It is a bit laggy, but it's working. Also, I'm recording this on a Redmi phone. This is a bit more laggy. So that's all for today. Tata, bye bye. See you in the next video.